through the rest of the problems, make sure we feel good about it. And by the time I get done with that, there probably won't be time for a lesson, which means there's probably not time to do a homework over the weekend. I'm so sorry. Now, I don't need emails from your parents and your aunts and uncles and your brothers and sisters and, long lost relatives and neighbors. So just keep it on the download that I didn't give you assignment. Sound good?
Okay.
It's like, all right. So problem number 5. Bless you. Let's see. We are looking for. This is some table based on younger women versus older women, saying some people feel like they're morning people, some feel like they're night people. Younger women, there's 32 of these people that were surveyed that said they were morning, 68 night for 100 different women. Older women, 47 said they were morning, 53 said they were night. So total morning people, 79. Total night people is 121. Total amount of people that have been surveyed between younger and older, morning and night, is 200 people. Okay. So state the null and the alternative. So the null, so we could write a dissertation or we can't. So this age of women and being morning or night people are independent. So morning and night are independent. Meaning there's not an overlap. If someone can't be a morning person and a night person at the same time, you can't be young and old at the same time. Okay, and then our alternative is morning and night are dependent, meaning they overlap each other.
Wait, we can't see it on the screen.
Oh, sorry.
You're a terrible teacher.
My mom's going to contact you now, pal.
I'm going to contact you. Be bored.
Strongly worded email.
Strongly worded.
I thought the null was dependent and the alternative was.
Nope. Because the contingency tables you want to make as have independence. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's see. Calculate the observed chi-squared value for younger women. So problem number 6. Who are morning people? So we want chi-squared for younger / morning. This seems like a weird survey, but I don't know. So this appears that we observed 32 people on our list. And then how do we figure out our expected?
Do we observe?
Observed?
Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Nope.
The row total times the column total.
So row total times column total divided by the total. Excuse me. So row total is 100 times column total is 79 divided by the big old 200. And help me out. You guys do the math. What do you get?
39.
How much?
39.5.
I'll go with that. Okay, so we're expecting in that situation to have 39.5. And then how do we figure out chi-squared?
32 minus 39.5 squared.
Right, so it was observed minus expected, quantity squared over expected, right? So observed, we saw 32, minus the expected, 39.5. We're going to square that quantity over the expected of 39.5. So what does that come out to?
1.42.
All right, so 1.42 sound about right? Sound close? Yay! So how are we feeling? Sick? Oh, I don't mean to make you sick. All right, so then we're on the back side of this bad boy. So we have this contingency table that talks about first, second, third crew, alive and dead. Whoa, what are we looking at?
First total.
The contingency allows us to look at two categorical variables. It shows individuals are distributed along each variable, contingent on the value of each variable. So what is this based on?
Titanic.
Oh.
The class ticket and whether survive the Titanic.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, that happened a long time ago. 1912, was it? 1914? I don't remember. I wasn't alive then. All right. So how many rows or how many cells does this have? So when we look at the cells, we don't count the totals. So in this case, looks like we have 8 cells. Okay. All right. State the null and the alternative hypothesis for a chi-squared test. All right. So we're going to say H naught that class and survival are independent. Are independent, if I could spell. But you guys have tolerated my bad spelling for almost a whole school year. Or alternative, that class and survival are dependent. Hey, so I have a question for you. Y'all seen the movie Titanic?
She hasn't.
Who?
This one. I also haven't seen. Really?
Okay, watch it. Well, I won't ruin the ending for you, but I will tell you that the ship sinks.
Yeah.
All right. So here we're gonna go bad. So, my male students who have seen the show movie Titanic, what is the best scene?
The one where they fucking go crazy.
Wait, what?
Ever since.
No, it's that I'm on top of the world.
You said the male club.
I'll never let go.
Female students, what's the best scene?
I'll never let go.
You want to know what Sir's best scene is? When the ship is up on end and the cook lets go, and as he's falling, he hits the.
Oh,
Bong!
yeah, bro.
He's like bong. That's my favorite scene. I love that scene.
They CGI'd so many falling bodies, and they're all so funny. Like when they-
Yeah, but when the guy hits the prop, I mean, I'm like, dude, that made me want to rewatch the movie.
That's why the movie got an A+ for so.
Yeah, I mean,
Put the
Beautiful
poster on your wall,
direction.
sir.
huh?
Get the poster on your wall.
Titanic.
It's just the guy.
It's just a guy. It's just a picture of the guy falling.
Yeah. All right. So make a full chart of the cells within each. Provide the observed expected chi-squared values. This will take a lot of space. Okay. We have alive. We have not alive. We have. What'd I do?
Austin is being a 5-year-old.
Get him sick, get him sick.
Sir, are you sure we are freshmen too?
Are you sure I'm not a freshman?
Splash genius.
Biggest flop.
Seriously, we're
All right. Observed is 203. Observed here is 118. Observed here is 178. Observed here is 212. Observed down here is 122. Observed here is 167. Observed here is 528. And observed here is 675. All right. So I'm just doing the first thing in observed. Then when we go to expected, so the expected, so I'll put the little note over here. Expected is column total times row total
Yeah, divided by the whole total.
divided by the total. Okay. So I don't have to really go through the math, but I'll give you the numbers. Expected is 9206. Expected is 228.06. Expected 285.89. And then expected down here, we're going to go 82.59. Expected here, we're doing 113.05. Expected down here. Aren't you proud of me? I'm using different colors. Don't you feel? You know, I know I'm bright because Dad calls me son.
Wow. That was like a silver joke.
Yeah. All right. So then chi-squared is observed minus expected, quantity squared, all over expected. So in order to get this information, so chi-squared, 91.5, chi-squared, 7.31, chi-squared, 10.99, chi-squared, 19.10, chi-squared, 18.81, chi-squared, ooh, wrong column, 25.75, chi-squared, 81.39, and chi-squared, 105.65. All right, so that's how you fill out that particular chart. Okay. So, does everyone feel comfortable? I mean, that's kind of a lot of work. I mean, because you're doing kind of a lot of math, but fortunately, y'all have calculators of some sort. Which cell has the largest chi-squared value? Dead crew people, yeah. So 9A, which chi-squared is the greatest? Is the crew who passed away. This seems like it's such a morbid thing. I don't know if you guys are going to come back.
Yeah, we're gonna be traumatized by this.
What does having a large chi-squared value say about the variables? If survival did not depend on class on class on the ship, the number of crew that died was the biggest surprise. So the large chi-square, crew that expired, crew that is dead, biggest surprise. Okay, and that has to do with the large chi-square. So, my friends, sorry that I don't have time to do 7.5's lesson. That means that I'm sorry that I give you an assignment for 7.5 yet, but we can do it at a different day.
Devastating.
I'm third.
Okay.